Hello, this is Jack Wright, and it is Saturday, 29th of July, 2023. And where I'm standing right here is the entrance. The gate that you can see is the entrance to Hicks Joinery and Hicks MOT Centre. And very sadly, on Thursday evening, John Hicks passed away. So I just thought I'd share some memories and some of the things that John Hicks has done around the area. So some of my earliest memories of coming across the Hicks name was visiting the Hicks Builders Merchants that was on Church Road, near Sherborne Drive, where I lived actually for a while as well. But visiting Hicks Builders Merchants and the Plumbers Merchants and the Wood Merchants, and visiting there with my granddad, often on a Saturday morning. But I spent many happy times in the Hicks Plumbers Merchants and Hicks Wood Merchants on Church Road. Now, I actually live in a house that John Hicks built. It was the house that I built in was built back in 1981, and it's a wonderful bungalow that I live in, and very well designed. And many of us around Woodley will live in houses that John Hicks and his team of workers and joiners and carpenters and bricklayers and plumbers and electricians and groundsmen will have worked on, many of us. Now, of course, as I said, I'm standing here at the entrance to Hicks MOT Centre as well, and I visited the Hicks MOT Centre and had some great service from them back in 2017 with my granddad and his car. So it's a very successful garage, and as I say, the garage is here along with the Hicks Joinery, and of course everybody knows the name of John Hicks around Woodley, and I got to know John Hicks personally quite well when I joined the Woodley Carnival Committee back in year 2011, and of course John Hicks was very often at the meetings. He was very supportive of me joining the Carnival Committee and very helpful and good at giving great advice as well. And he was supportive of all the new members and all the people, past, present and future, that were on the Carnival Committee, and he was always very enthusiastic about the Woodley Carnival and always wanted to know what was going on. And he was able to visit the Carnival this year and be driven around with his wife in the car on Carnival Day. And of course, for a good while, John Hicks was the chairman of the Carnival, and then he became the president of the Carnival, which of course he remained for the whole of the rest of his life. So yes, John Hicks was very interested and very helpful, and always put in as well a lot of financial help to the Woodley Carnival as well. Of course, I've visited John Hicks's wood joinery many times and had much great advice from the members that work there too, on the phone and visiting as well. Now, where I'm standing, when I first heard about John Hicks becoming unwell, I stood here in the middle of last year and did a video and said some of my memories of John Hicks. And whilst I was filming the video, my phone rang in my pocket, and I was obviously talking about John Hicks. And my phone rang in my pocket, and of course I continued to do the video. And you would not believe it, but when I checked up on my phone, John Hicks had actually rang me himself and left a very pleasant message and talked about some of his memories and things that he'd enjoyed about being around Woodley. And over the last year, I've visited John Hicks and his wife a few times and shared many great memories and had many great stories and found out a lot of interesting things about John Hicks's life as well. To me, John Hicks was a friend and a very good help to me as well, and somebody that I'd heard about all my life and then obviously got to know when I was involved in the Woodley Carnival. So I'm sure many people will have many great memories. He started off the Carnival Committee with Jeff Goodwood and Max Steggles, of course. John was very involved with Max Steggles, and of course everybody will remember the shop Maxwell's in Woodley. People are always talking about that. And of course John Hicks, as I say, has built many buildings around Woodley that people will use and value, and many houses, as I say, they built in Woodley. So there are some of the memories that I have of John Hicks, and well done to all the work that he's done and all the help that he's given people and support that he's given people as well, because he's given people a lot of support and help in many different ways, and even given them sort of a good future around the town and lots of help. So well done to John Hicks, and it's been fantastic knowing him. So yes, here we're standing at the entrance of Hicks Joinery and Hicks MOT Centre, as you can see through the gates. So there we are, some of my memories of John Hicks. This is just an add-on to the tribute that I am doing about John Hicks. It is actually now Thursday the 3rd of August 2023, and we're still standing here near the MOT Centre and of course the Hicks Wood Merchants. One of the great memories and fantastic memories I have of John is every year at the carnival we used to go round with the float procession judges. So I used to travel in John Hicks's car. John Hicks used to drive in his Jaguar, and I used to accompany the judges around while they judged the float procession, and we used to stop in a few different places around Woodley on the float procession route and spend time talking to the judges and keeping the judges company. And John was always good at helping me, always good at chatting to me and the judges. And so yes, we had a great time going around with the float procession judges, and it was always something that I always looked forward to as well. So yeah, just an add-on there really. And thank you for all your time, John.